it's my time to be the general evaluator. Today, how many people we have? Around 12. And no matter how many audience there are always laughters and smooth meeting, high quality meeting, right?
Yeah.
Everyone plays a very important role in this kind of meeting. And well, there is a very important person in a meeting. He or she is just like the backbone, the main tone of our meeting. And he and she is our Toastmaster of evening today. Linda, as you know, I still remember her last time being a TME. She's so familiar with everything she's going to say, just like today. I love your transition. Your transition is so natural. You always give some comments. Your introduction of each speaker is very well designed. And your comments to each one is so natural and smooth. I really learn a lot from you. So we can all learn a lot from Linda as a Toastmaster of the evening. Before, this kind of smooth transition needs a lot of preparation. As you can see, Linda always be familiar with the replies of to the theme of each speaker. So she can introduce the answer to the silence or theme today very smoothly. I really love your performance today. One suggestion for you is that I noticed that in variety session, when Jimmy came to the stage, Jimmy introduced his reply to the theme by himself. But if you can say that we can invite Jimmy to introduce his reply to the theme before he go to the stage, and we are surprised that, oh, what happened to Jimmy? Oh, he's introducing his reply. So you can give us the hint that he's going to do this. And next one is our timer. Sure. I love your introduction. This time you notice that every position, every kind of timing rule should be introduced. You notice that it's very good. And my suggestion for you is that I noticed that you spend a lot of time to introduce each kind of minutes, and sometimes you say 30 minutes, sometimes you say 30 seconds. And my suggestion for you is that you can take out your color board. When you say prepare speech, you can say this green board 5 minutes and 30 seconds, and 6 and 7. And next one, when you introduce evaluator's timing rule, you can say 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and 3. It's clear, and you can save your time, and you won't twist your tongue on the stage. This is my suggestion for you. And our contrary, you mean your introduction is so fluent. And my suggestion for you is that if next time you can tell us for R for Daniel is all about R, or there are some other sounds, because you give us a lot of examples in the beginning. It's always interesting when we analyze them into R, Yeah, that will be very interesting. We can try next time. And Jimmy, your variety session. He's very surprised that we need to make a story for only 3 pictures. And you separate us into 2 groups. I love this kind of adventure in your session. And my suggestion for you is that when you end your session, it's almost 10 minutes. You still have 5 minutes left. Actually, you can give another set of the photos. We are so excited when we make the story. We want to give it another try to make a happier ending. And your first time, you give us 3 minutes to discuss. And maybe next round, you can be an impromptu. You can show the photos, and group A need to make a story immediately. Then you can finish your second round within the 5 minutes. This is my suggestion for you. Also, our prepared speech session, our 3 speakers. Today your topic is so special. And for Jackie, some suggestion for you is that actually I find your R is actually, this word. Actually, you often say actually. So you can see your video after this meeting. You can try to minimize this kind of usage. Also for circle, yeah, you get to point. Your evaluator had already told a lot about this. One suggestion for you is that when we talk about this kind of project, get to the point, normally we won't use storytelling to fulfill this kind of project, because your topic is just like storytelling, and you give us a conclusion and the conclusion of your story. That you can use another kind of material to fit these projects to give us a lot of supports and finally came out the point that you want us to bring home. Yeah, but your topic is still very special, very impressive. Although we are not really fully 100% understand, but we're still impressed by your story. This is your magic. And for Daniel, yeah, your first advanced speech, and your topic is we are familiar with the topic of AI. But my suggestion for you is your pronunciation. Probably when you are a little bit nervous, your pronunciation might not be so clear. My suggestion is also you can watch your video and to notice that there are some specific words that you often get not so clear when you are nervous. Actually, I will have this kind of some words you always become unclear when you are nervous. So notice that, practice more, then you can avoid it when you are nervous. Then our evaluator, they are so excellent. And my suggestion, overall suggestion for evaluator is, I often thought about how to be a good evaluator. Not only, one key is you should know more, experience more, be more senior, then you can give a lot more constructive suggestions. But another way to be a good evaluator is that you can think about that when you are the speaker, what kind of suggestions you actually want to hear. They are not just like flatter you, you are so good. So I love the style of Jim. we really want to hear some real comments from you. That is the way.
Just for advancement.
Yeah. You can still appreciate your speaker's performance, but
because they are good.
Yes. Yeah, they are advanced. So imagine what kind of suggestion you would like to hear, and then just give them by your polite manner. And I love the way Sherry gave us because she's so sincere. Sometimes, because individual evaluation is just like an impromptu speech, sometimes it's hard to describe how to improve in such a short time. I often encounter this kind of problem. But as long as you try to convey that kind of feeling, our speaker can feel that. Maybe I can do some works for these parts. Okay, this is for our meeting today. This is a small meeting, but still high quality. And I still want to remind you, this is our Korean school. We can learn a lot, then return to our battle, be a better self. Okay, I will return control to our TNE.
That's a really awesome suggestions. I really learned a lot. Thank you, Angel. And that brings us to the end of our regular meeting. Again, thank you all for coming, although we have the series vacation in the next few days and you still show up. So very appreciate that. And I had a wonderful night because of you. And hope you enjoy our meeting and the coming Dragon Flow Festival. And now I turn my control back to our president, Aaron.
Okay, it's time to give the award. First of all, the best session master is Peter. And the best table topic speaker is Charles. Congratulations. And the best prepared speaker is Circle.
I saw none of you get my story.
But we are impressed by you.
Doesn't matter.
You want to say your video? You are so surprised.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised because After at intermission, I chatted with Sherry, and I figured that most of you don't really get my story, so I think I can get this one.
Okay, I have just one thing to announce. It's on 29th June. It's our handover party. Yeah, we will held in a restaurant nearby. So please come to join us and order the meal you want to eat. Okay, so and today we have SAA to help us to clean the environment. So if you have enough time, please help us to clean the environment. Thank you. So the meeting is adjourned. Don't laugh. And why they are just little people, I was so nervous. Maybe